locked out.
Yeah, locking the wrists out, right? Okay, give me another one.
That push-pull.
Push and pull, man. Yeah.
You can feel it.
From the shoulders.
From the shoulders.
Yeah, we had a discussion.
Slide just does that.
We talked about that a little bit. I'm an amateur historian, right? So I love studying all this stuff and where we came from and knowing why we do what we do, who did it first, all that good shit. And it keeps you humble because you know that nothing you're doing is unique. Nothing I'm doing is anything that somebody else hasn't thought of. And you know, it is what it is. But it also, you know, it's kind of funny because I'll read like or listen to discussions of guys who I have friends who are hardcore modern isosceles guys, and they poo-poo all over anything that even hints of modern technique because it's just like it's like a child that has to, you know, say fuck you to dad. I'm gonna do my own thing, right? Well, come on, dude. There were some good things there. You know, there were some absolutely good things there, and one of those things is the isometric tension between the hands. You know, we threw that out, and it was a mistake, I think. You know, because now when I have gone back to it 8-9 years later and incorporated that back into my training, all of a sudden a lot of problems I was having, like hands coming apart and things like, especially when it's rainy and cold and wet and all that stuff, or I'm hurt, you know, when my grip strength isn't what it should be because I broke my hands. Now I'm using my body to pull against that front strap and it's locking it all down. Does that make sense? So rather than try to muscle that thing when I can't muscle it anymore, I'm letting my body do the work and my body control the gun. Yes, sir.
Your wrist locking and all works just fine. I'm doing it with the classic Chapman. And
Yeah.
I'm still torquing down the pinky and all that stuff. I'm locking
Absolutely.
the wrist and
Right.
tension into places. So I don't see why somebody who's used to doing classical lever can't do this too.
Absolutely. That's the thing. And I've actually got to a point now where I don't even have that discussion anymore. I don't. It's a non-discussion. It's stupid. It's like saying, what do you want to drive? You want to drive an F1 car? You drive an F3 car? You want to drive a stock car? Fuck, dude, I'll drive them all. You know, what do I need to drive? You know, so what's going to work best for me where I'm at with what I have to do, the problem I have to solve. So, whatever. They can argue about that all day. You know, I'm just like, look, performance counts.
Yeah.
That's all that counts. So, anything else? Give me another performance point, man.
You pulling in with the shoulders.
Yes, right? Shoulders, having that shoulder pull and having the other one drive. You know, locks it all down. Performance point.
The pinky is important.
Power of the pinky, man. That's cool stuff, huh? Yeah, it's cool stuff, right? It's that old school Aikido, Judo crap, man. It's like, it works. Get that pinky involved, man. It activates so many things. Anything else?
Chin.
Nose over toes.
Nose over toes, having that chin drive, right? Don't let your head tilt forward. Let your whole, project your whole face forward into the target. All right? All right. Yes, sir.
I know when you came by, everything I'd learned to shoot, I felt like I was shooting the gun, but as soon as you told me to push-pull, I went to driving the gun as opposed
Absolutely,
to shooting.
right? Well, Tom Gibbons says, right? Don't ride the gun, drive the gun, right? We want to get on that thing and force it to do what we want it to do, you know? So I'm making that gun do what I'm telling it to do, right? Projecting my will, right? What's that old book? I can't remember the book. Clawswitch book. It'll come to me later and I'll be like, damn it, I look like a moron again. But basically what's the intent of war is to impose your will, right? You impose your will upon another. I'm imposing my will on this gun. We're not synergistic, we're not working together. I'm making it do what I want it to do. What's the gun want to do? The gun wants to just go pow, right? No, I want it to do what I need it to do. Go ahead.
Can you press the pinkies together?
So I'm going to put my pinky on top of each other, like that. So I want my pinkies just like that, stacked. Basically, almost like the wedge that we were talking about earlier, but it's lower down on my pinkies because I'm able to get a full grip.
Okay.
So if I have full size